All right, everybody. Good morning. Good morning from a very, very uh, rainy Seattle yet again, and it is 9 o'clock. Boy, if we do not do well in this game, I'm going to be asking myself, why did I get up this early? But here we are, as diehard Duke fans would do it. Doesn't matter what time we're playing. I did once watch a game from Europe at midnight or 1 in the morning. That was the Final Four. In any case, here we go. We are getting ready to go against Clemson here today in Cameron. Luckily, the games on the road have been a bit of a nightmare this year for Duke. The games at home have been a little better. Tuesdays against Georgia Tech turned into a decision in our favor, which was good, although it was actually it was probably closer than it should have been there. Uh, Coach K getting riled up here. This is their going back to Tuesday night versus Georgia Tech. All right. We need this win. We need every win. This would probably, as the folks were just saying over on the main ESPN game day, be Duke's best win of the season. Clemson, a team currently slated to be in the tournament. I think they gave us an 18% chance to make the tournament had we going into the game against Georgia Tech. Obviously, that win helps. This one would be huge, and we are ready for the tip-off here in Cameron, and it is going to be Jalen Johnson with the tip, and that ball almost goes out of bounds, but it stays in. Nice save there by Matthew Hurt, as Goldwire is going to get things going for the Blue Devils. It is Wendell, DJ Stewart, Goldwire, Hurt, and JJ. Jalen Johnson on the floor for the Blue Devils. Johnson playing a little bit of ISO ball there. Ball tipped out of bounds by Clemson's number 5, Hunter Tyson, and Duke will inbound from underneath the baseline. Yo, Megan Helen. Yo. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. It's still very much the morning for us here on the West Coast. If you're looking for the stream or you need to stream, jump into the Discord. I've got the game going there, or at least it should. Let me know if it doesn't. But Wendell Moore trying to find Goldwire in the corner, and Moore's going to pop a three, and that is going to be the first shot for Duke, which is off today. And so 0-0 still after the first possession. Clemson now bringing this one up. Amir Sims, number 25 for Clemson, is the player to watch on that team. One of the top both defensive and offensive players in the ACC, and that's just going to be a turnover. Wendell Moore intercepts that pass. Actually, it was thrown right to him. It wasn't even much of an interception. As Duke now on the offensive side trying to play some one-on-one here. Matthew Hurt with the step back J, which is just beautiful. He had a big step back jump shot at the end of that Georgia Tech game on Tuesday to really put some distance between us and the Yellow Jackets. Man, his mid-range jump shot is sensational. Matthew Hurt, the second leading scorer in the ACC, averaging about 19.2 points per game. That average keeps going up, although he had 17 in the contest on Tuesday. Clemson's second shot of the game is off, and Duke now in transition. This should be a wide open shot in the corner there for Wendell, but he comes up empty. Unfortunately, we can get into some of the stats for Wendell, who's been playing significantly better over the last 4, 5, 6 games here. We'll get to that when we get a stoppage in play. Here's Clemson. That's a miss there by Newman and a rebound at the Blue Devils. As DJ Stewart, who had 19 points on Tuesday, Stewart sensational, really coming on as this third option, right? It's going to be Matthew Hurt, Jalen Johnson, and hopefully DJ Stewart is like that third rock there for us. Moore still on the outside. JJ sets the pick, but ends up giving it to Hurt. And Goldwire with his 7 assists from Tuesday. That's a beautiful extra pass to DJ. DJ's got to put this up because there's 2 seconds on the shot clock. That shot is off as the ball is out of bounds on the attempted rebound by Wendell. Yeah, Clemson across their first 10 games, 9-1, started the season off hot, but over the last 4, not so much. They did beat Louisville 2 games ago, which is the same team that we beat, so I'm glad we beat them. That means that the Cardinals have gone and now lost 4 games in a row. However, they did get drubbed by Florida State. Yikes. Big down in Tallahassee, although they kind of have split the series 1-1 with Florida State by home and away there. And that's Amir Sims, the up and under. Just not bad defense there by Johnson, but better offense there by Sims. So 2-all here. Low scoring in the first 3 minutes of the game. Both teams just still trying to find a bit of a rhythm. Kind of liking this lineup, although Matthew Hurt slips there and just gets in underneath. Matthew Hurt a bit of a broken play. So apparently all you need to do is trip over yourself. The defender won't notice that you're on the floor and then won't guard you when you get up, and you have an easy bucket. 2 points for Matthew Hurt here in the early going. And actually, Matthew Hurt has all 4, and that's a Clemson shot is long and rebound down to the Blue Devils. DJ Stewart with the long range 2, beautiful. Well done, 6-2 in the early going for Duke. We've been starting better. Up until like, what was it, the game before the Georgia Tech where we were like, we had issues starting slow. We're always like down at half. At Georgia Tech, we were actually up at half, and then we kind of gave, as I said, that game was closer than it should have been because we just basically gave the lead away as DJ Stewart is going to be called for a charge. Ouch. That's a charge. I think he had an option here to go to pass this to the bottom, but we'd have to see a replay to see if he actually had the option. I thought, was it Hurt that was trailing at the bottom of the screen there, could have had the opportunity to pass. Did not, ends up in an offensive foul, and we are going to a media timeout. Remember, folks, you can always jump into Discord to actually view the game if you need it, although this one is on ESPN Dose today. Yeah, so a decent start here for the Blue Devils. It's 4 points. It's all the usual suspects so far showing up. Matthew Hurt with 4 points on his both a mid-range jump shot and then an easy just laying out the bucket. DJ Stewart with a long-range 2 there, and Amir Sims from Clemson with 2 points. Sims a double-double machine. Out of the 10 games that Clemson has played, he has 6 double-doubles. And basically, he had, what was it, 19 points against Georgia Tech here on the 10 days ago, actually. So, Clemson managing to go 12 deep. So the left-hand side, that left-hand side of the scoreboard there up on the screen is a little longer than usual. Because Clemson does end up rotating so many different players through its lineup. We'll see how many we actually get through or how many actually score, but strong bench for Clemson. 25 plus points for the Clemson bench in 10 out of the 13 games played so far. So, unfortunately, our bench isn't as prolific, although Mark Williams did have a nice 6 points on the game on Tuesday, especially that dunk there at the in the second half, which was a bit of a highlight play for Williams, if I do say so myself. It'd be great to have him more involved in the rotation. Just waiting for the game to come out of the media timeout. If you're looking to actually watch the game, jump into the Discord channel. We've got it streaming there for you. Otherwise, should be back in just a second here. Early tip-off this Saturday for the Blue Devils. We will have a game against Miami on Monday. That game is at 7 o'clock Eastern. And we will be doing that one right here on the channel as well. It's just Tuesdays that we have conflicts with. Otherwise, we should be able to do most of the games as we move to the final stretch here of the season. There's a slate of games today. Virginia Tech coming up later. It's going to be a good one in the ACC, especially because it's in Blacksburg. So always a difficult place to play. They're in a bit of a rivalry game. All right, back. We are now back. Duke extending full court pressure here, trying to get Clemson, just about 1 second short, actually, of the backcourt violation. Remember, the shot clock is a 30-second shot clock, and if it goes to 20, well, if it goes to 19, it will be a shot backcourt violation, or a shot, no, the backcourt violation. But Clemson obliges anyway and just throws the ball. Basically, Clemson throws the ball at their coach, who can't obviously pick it up because he's out of bounds. So, turnover for Clemson. 2 turnovers for Clemson here in the early going. Off silly mistakes, really. Not just poor execution. Clemson not really looking like it's shown up to play just yet. Skylar, good evening, or no, good afternoon. I don't even know. Good morning. Who knows what time zones are anymore? Anyway, DJ Stewart in the paint is going to find Wendell Moore cutting. Wendell should have shot that one. Matthew Hurt with a beautiful head fake, and Hurt, that shot is in and out. Oof, that'll look good. I don't actually know. You're saying Clemson is good at three-pointers. I'm not sure what Clemson's three-point percentage is. I could probably look it up. I didn't see a significant stat on Clemson threes as Clemson Alamir Dawes goes to shoot said three, comes up short off the front iron, rebound to Duke. Clemson really hasn't found much offensive rhythm, but Duke isn't really we're not really punishing them for it right now. It's still only a 4-point game. I feel like with how poorly Clemson has been shooting, we should really make them pay for this. There should be a bit of a bigger lead. We just look confused on offense there. There's like 4 people at the top of the key. DJ Stewart's going to have to make something out of nothing and get called for a second offensive foul. Oh my, what? He's got many points. As many points as offensive fouls. Of course, he's trying to go after Sims, one of the better defensive players in the ACC. And now Stewart is going to go to the bench. And he'll probably spend the rest of the first half on the bench as Jeremy Roach comes on in his place. So, bit of a foul issue here. Mark Williams now in the game too. So Duke opting for a bit more size. Wendell Moore runs Clemson off the 3-point line there, and they're just Jonathan Baer going to get a 3-point shot, but Roach here with the rebound. Roach to Wendell. Mark Williams wide open down low. Go up with it, big man. All right. Going to get to the free throw line for his efforts there. It's a foul against Clemson. Their first foul of the day. Jonathan Baer, the offender there. It's noon. How come other people don't go? Oh, sometimes they do. Sometimes I get my brother to jump on. It just, sometimes the schedules don't line up. But, as Mark Williams misses a free throw, which is just... We'll get to the free throw percentages in a second because we have done better from the free throw line. Also, I have my Duke Spear in case I just, need to... in case this game goes poorly. Yeah. We're just gonna leave it there. Williams from the free throw line misses the second one. Great tip out by Matthew Hurt. That's gonna save the possession for the Blue Devils here, as nobody has scored in the last 3 minutes, and the refs are gonna blow the whistle for I have no idea what reason, other than possibly fixing the shot clock. Yeah, so since we came back from the media timeout, no team has scored at all. But for the big games like the UNC game, my brother will definitely jump on. We'll definitely have other folks jump in. It just we don't get the schedules to line up all the time. Because he's actually on the East Coast, so he's like 3 hours in front of me too. And Roach almost walks with it. Jordan Goldwire going to shoot for 3. That's off the back iron. That shot did not look good, as it looked a little rushed. I don't know why he had to rush it so far. Clemson's still 1 of 7 from the field with 2 turnovers here, and that turnaround jump shot is no good either. Make it 1 of 8. But again, Duke failing to capitalize. I feel like if Clemson was making shots, we would definitely be on the other end of this scoreboard right now. Wendell Moore, Clemson's defense here, holding up pretty good. Duke with 4 shooters around the perimeter. Mark Williams going to try to go one-on-one down low in the paint, and does! Yes! That is an and one for Williams. Beautiful. Beautiful post move right there, big man. Man, if we could get Mark Williams to be a consistent 10-point per game scorer, holy man, that changes the entire complexion of this game, because then you actually have a threat down low. 7 feet and using all of it. I love this. I love this. This is beautiful. One dribble, step back, turnaround, beats his man, beats PJ Hall. Now he's just gonna hit the free throw. God, this turns into like another Brian Zubik issue. No, he's got that one. Mark Williams gets the free throw there. 3 points for Williams. Oh yeah, so we didn't. I guess I just live in a fantasy world because I swear that we did win the Louisville game, but like we didn't actually win the Louisville game. Yeah, and then Alvarado, of course, goes off. That's Alamir Dawes for three. So there's the first Clemson 3-point shot. 9-5 so far here in the early going for the Blue Devils. Low scoring all around. I said earlier that we had beat Louisville, but I guess we like totally didn't. Yeah. Oh well. But of course, Alvarado going for like 20 plus is pretty like I not surprised because it's like every time we play Georgia Tech, he decides to just like go off. As Clemson hands it once again over to Duke, this is a turnover for a touchdown. Oh, Jalen Johnson puts Hall on the floor. Yes, that is going to be the highlight play of the day so far. Woo, let's go! Off the steal here. Oh, Lord, that is a poster and a half. Especially because Hall isn't even... Oh, yes. Yes, it is. Damn. Good morning, Blue Devil Nation, for that one. As Johnson completes the three-point play, the and one. Wow, all right. Who needs coffee in the morning when you got Jalen Johnson doing that? Duke now on defense, and Clemson's going to get called for an offensive foul. Another turnover for the Tigers here. All right, now we got a roll. Now we're on a bit of a roll here. So JJ with the dunk. He's going to inbound this one. Stoppage in play as the refs get this sorted out. All right. Inbound to Roach. Clemson actually going to try to pick Roach up full court. Not really pressing all that hard, just kind of keeping him honest here. Dribble handoff to Goldwire. Williams trying to get post position down low. Being denied the entry pass. Baker also on the court. The alley-oop! Yes! The alley-oop from Goldwire is good. Again, career high 7 assists on Tuesday. Adding to it here, Mark Williams now with 5 points here in the early going. As Duke extending a bit of a lead. Clemson trying to get in and around. Can't get that one to fall. Rebound to the Blue Devils. Jalen Johnson coming out. Now they're going to get a media timeout here, but Brad Brownell's going to definitely need to call one if Duke scores on this possession. Goldwire down low. Johnson with the attempted pass / shot to Williams. Anyway, it was a mess. Didn't work. Clemson going on the other side. And still can't get that bucket to go down. But Johnson's going to be called for a holding foul. Come on, this isn't football. And we're going to get a stoppage in play here, but this was a sensational. There's the dunk. That'll be that's a good one. I think that's the best dunk of the. Well, no, DJ Stewart had a really good dunk early in the season. Yeah. So yeah, Clemson beat Louisville. That game was 54-50. But Clemson. So the thing, like they started the season 9-1, and I'm trying to I actually have their score thing here. So who did they actually beat early in the season though? Like were these? Okay, so they beat Mississippi State. They beat Purdue. Purdue's like okay, I guess. South Carolina State, Maryland, Maryland, whatever. They beat Alabama, and Alabama's a decent team out of the SEC. They lost to Virginia Tech, so that was their one loss in their first 10. Morehead State? Nah, who cares? They beat Florida State, then they beat Miami, and then they beat NC State. Postponed games against UNC and Syracuse. Then they lost. Wow, they got killed. They got killed by Virginia, 50-85. What the? Wow. Then they lost to Georgia Tech, which we beat, and then they got killed again against Florida State, 61-80. Wait a second. They went 3 straight games. They lost 50-85 against Virginia, 65-83 against Georgia Tech, and 61-80 against Florida State. So apparently if you score 80 points against Clemson, you win. Yeah, so I guess like they have some decent wins. They have the Maryland win, they have the Florida State win. I wouldn't really consider the NC State win like a quote unquote good win. It's NC State. And then they have the Louisville one. Yeah, so maybe I don't know. Maybe people like that 9-1 record there in the first 10 games, maybe a little overhyped, and then they kind of came back down to earth in that stretch there in January. Actually, just 2 weeks ago, literally like 2 weeks ago, like the last 2 weeks have just been brutal for Clemson. They could have lost 4 straight, essentially, had Louisville gotten them in a close game. Duke Carolina, as we were talking about the Duke Carolina game, that game is next Saturday. So we'll have a game against Miami on Monday, and then we'll have the game against UNC on Saturday. I expect a full crew out here with me. So when Clemson is losing by a bunch, they just give up. Yeah, that pretty much seems to sum it up. Or they just give up first, and then they end up losing by a bunch. Either way. But still, horrific shooting. I'm pretty sure it's like 2 of 9. I'll check the stats at the next timeout right now, but it ain't good for Clemson, who's got like 1 2-point shot and 1 3. 14-5 here, the Blue Devils, and Clemson just throws it away again. Alamir Dawes just Clemson looking all out of sorts. 3, make it 4 turnovers so far. I don't care. We'll take it. And this season, Duke needs all the help it can get. Let's go here. Jeremy Roach, Jordan Goldwire, Johnson Hurt, and Joey Baker on the floor for the Blue Devils. And they're going to clear this out for Johnson, who's going to bring in the double team. Baker now gets the double team, and Johnson in the paint. Johnson going to put this up too strong, gets his own rebound, now trying to work down low, gets it outside to Baker, 1 step aside, and now he's got to Roach, and that's a foul. Oh my God, it's a held ball, really? Possession to Clemson. Wow, that should have been a reach in there, but I guess he did have ball. Unfortunate sequence there. Good defense by Roach down low to cut off the cutter. Oh, that is the game in a nutshell. That should be a foul on 25. He went over the back on Johnson. What? No? Unbelievable. The ref is standing right there, too. Sims tries to go up either way. Misses the shot. Good D by Johnson as Goldwire pushing this thing up the floor. Joey Baker going to put up a 3 in transition and drain it. Hell yeah. 3 points for Joey Baker, 17-5. God, he's 4 of 17 from the 3-point line this season. That's 24%. He's supposed to be a 3-point. That's his thing. Oh boy, that's the Joey Baker season in a nutshell, I guess. Clemson still can't buy a bucket. Rebound to the Blue Devils and Goldwire up in the court. Oh, yeah, beautiful position by Johnson, and that is going to force out a foul here by Clemson. Johnson could just turn around and take that one right to the rack. So that's going to be a foul on Nick Honor. And Duke's going to be forced to inbound underneath. Goldwire going to get this to Baker. Baker to Hurt. Hurt thought about the 3. Ends up tripping. Or ends up getting tripped, rather, by Amir Sims. First foul on Sims, as Duke will once again inbound here. Not quite in the bonus. 19-19 left here in the first. I wonder why Coach K doesn't let Williams out that much. So last two games he has, though. He's starting to actually find spots for him in the offense. Usually how this happens is that the folks who are a little deeper on the bench, either if like there could be like bearing injury to one of the actual starters and they get other minutes, but like usually they'll need to have like which Coach K will say was it so and so had a really good practice this week. And then, oh, that is a beautiful backdoor cut by Clemson. Ow, we just got beat on that backdoor. Olivier Prosper there with 2. It's like we had no idea what was going on. Anyway, Coach K, what you'll hear him say is so-and-so had a really good week at practice, and so he got game time in the games this week. So that's my guess is that Mark Williams has had some good practices and good minutes coming there. Oh, Johnson can't finish it. That was a beautiful give and go, and it just doesn't go. And Clemson gets fouled there. Sims fouled by Hurt. Whatever, I don't really mind that one. 17 points so far for the Blue Devils, lead by 10 with 8:20 to go. Free throw shot is good. Mark Williams now back on the floor, who we just talked about there. So it's Baker, Williams, Hurt, Wendell, and Roach. Again, DJ Stewart is going to have to sit for the majority of this half due to foul trouble, as Clemson misses the free throw but gets their own rebound, and the three-point shot is off. Mark Williams brings down that defensive board. There is nobody that can contest him, and that should have been a foul. Jeremy Roach, on the other hand, coast to coast. First points of the afternoon for Jeremy, and a very nice transition opportunity there as we've hit the under 8 timeout, and actually that is a Clemson turnover that is going to stop play and take us to that media timeout. 19-8 Duke in the early going. Clemson still not in double digits, and balanced scoring all around for our Blue Devils. Let's check the stats here and make sure that I have it all right. No, yeah. What do you mean no stats? What do you mean it doesn't want to give me stats? Come on. There we go. All right, so Clemson, yep, 3 points for Dawes, 2 and 3. There's your 8. And sure, I got my foul count right. The Bears got 2 personals. Honor with the 1. Hall with 2, and yeah, so there's the 6 fouls for Clemson. Duke doing a little better. There's 2 for DJ Stewart, 1 for Johnson. And is that a Roach foul? No, that's Joey Baker with a foul, actually. Oh, so Matthew Hurt was not called for that foul. Okay, that was Baker that was called for the foul. Got it. Makes sense here. All right, let's see how poorly Clemson is actually shooting, because this is probably atrocious. Yeah, 3 of 17. They are 3 of 17. Actually, both Clemson and Duke have taken an equal number of shots. Both teams taking 17 shots. Duke with 8 of 17 from the field goal from the floor. Clemson 3 of 17, and for the quick math, that is 17.6%, which is like what happens, I guess, if you get one of your questions right on your math test. Both teams shooting very poorly from the from the 3-point line. Both 1 of 6, so nobody's been able to hit from the outside. Rebounding margin rather even. 13 in favor of Duke, 12 to the side of Clemson, and a couple second chance opportunities, but Duke in command from the get-go here. The turnover is kind of the real story, but actually, with how much Clemson has been turning it over, their actual turnover number is only 6, and it feels like it should be way higher. Duke with 4, actually 10 points off the bench. For the Blue Devils, we talked about that being a strength of Clemson, but so far it's Duke who has the better of it. The key, though, however, is even though Duke has turned the ball over 4 times, Clemson hasn't scored off any of those turnovers, presumably because their shooting is so poor. But Duke, on the other hand, with has 7 points off 6 Clemson turnovers. Back to the game. Here we go. 19-8. Wouldn't it be fabulous if Clemson didn't make it like to 10 points in the entire half? Be a bit of a stretch, but it would be it'd be nice. Roach is going to hoist a 3 and drill a 3. Roach just kind of sizing up his opponent there. Clemson kind of fell asleep on him, and he just drains it. 22-8. Duke with the hot start here on this Saturday. Clemson going to shoot for 3 here, and they will make it. Nick Honor for 3. That's going to be 11 points so far for Clemson. So much for the dream about not getting into double figures in the first half. Wendell passing it up to Roach, almost fumbles it there. Baker back to Roach, back to Williams, who's going to find Hurt in beautiful post position, and Hurt's going to get fouled. That's a hard foul. And that's going to be the 3rd foul on PJ Hall. It almost looks like the Clemson players there were like, yeah, great hard foul. And the guy was like, yeah, I'm going to beat up Matthew Hurt down like when he's in the paint. Hurt to the line as Clemson is now forced Duke into the bonus, and it's a 1-1. And Hurt has the front end of that. Nice play, good shooting here. And Hurt's going to go again, and he will make the second. Duke way much better at the free throw line of late. 18 free throws in the second half of the game against Georgia Tech. And the 3-pointer shot by Clemson is off yet again. Who can't buy a bucket? Hurt to Moore. The 3-point shot is no good. Outside the deflection, Mark Williams saves the possession as Roach hits the deck, and now Williams going 1-on-1 against Sims. Williams has to get this out because he's stuck. He picked up his dribble there, and now Goldwire. Williams trying to repost, but Goldwire trying to go in here, and it's going to be Wendell. Turnaround jump shot. Wendell, not quite. Rebound down to Clemson. As they bring this one back up the court, he's just going to go in the paint. Mark Williams rejected. Oh, and he actually keeps it in bounds. That's sensational. Off in the corner here, it's going to be Moore. Yes, for 3. Beautiful sequence for Duke. This is what are we watching? Like, is this the same Duke team? What happened? Like, what? This is a block there by Williams into a 3 by Moore. Like, I feel like I'm watching a different Duke team than I've watched all season. Either that or we finally figured something out. Like, damn. All it took was to fall out of the rankings and say the sky was falling, which by the way, I did say like on stream a couple games ago. I was like, this is like the 2016 season where like we lost like 3 games in a row, and it was everybody's like, the world's ending. Duke's out of the rankings, and we're terrible. And the season turned out okay. I mean, we didn't win a national title or anything, but like we just won one, so it's okay. But yeah, this looks like a totally different Duke team. 27-11. What? Definitely. I thought this game was, well, I guess it could still get close. But there's Clemson down low, and they will manage to score. So it's a good response by Clemson coming out of the timeout. Duke with a 14-point lead here, as that was Newman for Clemson for 2. I get being able to have Williams play just gives Duke such another dimension. When you have an actual threat scoring down low, you're gonna run people, like the defense can't choke up on the shooters as much. Hurt, 8 seconds on the shot clock, gets it back to Roach. Roach is gonna hoist a 3. He was open. I don't have a problem with the shot. He just missed it. And Clemson, Duke in a bit of a zone here. Mark Williams gonna come up all the way. Oof, Clemson with a 3 there. And that's Sims. He's got 6 points so far this afternoon. 11 now is the lead here. Duke gonna need an answer. Come on, guys. 12 on the shot clock here. Duke kind of stagnant on offense. Roach is going to take another 3. That shot also looked good, but it just didn't go. Roach has got to learn to hit wide open looks because he's getting them. Either that or they're wide open because Clemson's just daring him to shoot it. Oh, Goldwire, great active hands. Wendell Moore on the deck. Wendell going to get this out to Matthew, yes. And that's going to go to Roach. Played some 2-on-2 ball. Matthew, that's an... Hey, that should be that's like an intentional foul. What? It's a foul on Sims, but like he just grabbed Hurt. Has Stewart and Johnson come back in. We're going to end up at the free throw line here. They don't even look at it? That's like not a basketball play. He didn't even go for the ball. It looked like he just grabbed Matthew's shirt. Like, what? Anyway. Hurt's got the front end. I suppose whatever. I mean, Hurt can hit the free throws. 7 points for him so far today. Doesn't really matter if we're scoring from the floor or for the free throw line. It works out just the same. Hurt going to get another one. Great stroke there at the free throw line. Nothing but net. Brayfield now in the game. Again, both teams not really shooting so well from the 3. Although Clemson's percentage looks a little better, the 3 of 9 versus our 3 of 11. And Jalen Johnson just lets him go by. That was Clyde Trapp for 2 points. Walks in to the paint as if it's his living room. Jalen Johnson, I guess, doesn't want to pick up a second foul. Either that or it was just a defensive miscommunication. But Duke really not playing any defense on that possession. Good look there. DJ Stewart's got a wide open 3, and DJ Stewart drains said wide open 3. DJ's been spending most of his time on the bench this first half in the fouls, and beautiful give and go by Clemson. They completely got us. We're lucky we have a 12-point lead. Clemson's picked up the scoring here. We need to clamp down defensively here. These last 4 minutes of the first half are going to be critical, although Clemson hasn't shown that it can quite stop us just yet. So Roach, Brakefield, come on. Stewart back to Brakefield, back to Roach, and Roach is going to dive in here. Going to try to go up, and it's a blocking foul on Clemson. Tried for the alley-oop to Jalen Johnson, who the alley-oop was a little short. Yeah, this is just a simple pick and roll here. We're getting the replay on the Clemson side of things. That's the under 4 timeout, actually. That's why we're going to a little stoppage. But just very basic basketball pick and roll there. Was not picked up. And Sims, the pick man, ends up rolling to the basket and just, like, Duke defense nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found. So this is that's his second foul is what I've got for Sims. Although this is showing that he's got one, but I'm pretty sure that foul is charged to Sims. Oh, wait, no, actually he's got three. I was gonna say, I had a thought. I thought there was another one. So it's three fouls to Sims, two to Bear, three to Hall. We knew about that. And one to Honor. All right, so it's 9 total for Clemson. So 3 fouls on Clemson's star player here. It's good news for Duke. We'll take it. I have to say, I'm liking the start. I loved the first 14, 15 minutes of this game. I have not loved the last, 2 minutes of this game. Because it looks like we got really lax on defense. Either that or we were just lax on defense the entire time and Clemson's missed shots just kind of, covered up for the fact that we weren't playing as good defense as we could have been. Either way, still a good start here. A 12-point lead for the Blue Devils. As we seem that 80 points is an instant win against Clemson based on their other ACC contests. We are well on our way. Getting back to it here in a second. And yep, here's the Clemson foul trouble that we were talking about during the timeout. Hall with 3, Sims with 3, Bear with 2. And this is if you see one of these guys in the game, we have to attack. So many times, just Duke, not aggressive enough in getting opposing players to foul out of games. The SF Austin game being the prime one from last year, where we had their star player with 4 fouls for the entire second half, and just couldn't do a thing. Roach at the free throw line gets the first. And let's just say he gets the second. Yes, he almost jinxed it there. 7 points for Roach so far. 14-point margin for Duke. And again, Duke crushing it at the free throw line. 8 of 10 so far. Clemson has only shot 2 free throws. Here, Clemson for deep. That 3 is in and out. Rebound to Stewart. Got to close the half well here. Good look to... Oh, beautiful. What? Offensive foul? Hurt gets called for an offensive foul after getting rid of the ball. Give me the replay. Give me the replay. Give me the replay because I call BS. This is... No, come on. No replay. Thanks. Thanks, ESPN. That's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. That was a highlight play right there. Okay. Duke in the man-to-man. And it's Hurt going up against Bear. He gets it outside, and now Hurt is going to draw a second foul in basically as many seconds there. Alex Hemingway, so now it's 2 Hurts on Matthew. 2 Hurts on Hurt. 2 fouls on Hurt. So that was a bad sequence for Matt, who's got 8 points. Still okay. Hemingway at the line for Clemson. That shot rolls in. Shot was ugly, but it went in, and it still counts. Johnson back in the game. It's Williams, Johnson, Goldwire, Stewart, and Roach. So an incredibly young lineup, actually. All freshmen, except for Goldwire. Goldwire, the senior, and 4 freshmen. Clemson in a zone. Johnson in the middle of that zone. Mark Williams at the baseline of the zone. And Williams with the 2 points. It's just too easy. It's just too easy. It's a great sequence there. It's a great passing attack, great awareness. You get it in the two spots of the zone that are the weaknesses of the zone, right? One right at the ACC logo, and then the pass again to the baseline, trying to flatten that thing out. And then Johnson with the active hands, DJ Stewart in transition, Johnson going up for it, yes, and one. Duke on a roll. Love it. Defense into offense. This time, Duke making Clemson pay for its mistakes. This is a great finish to the first half. This is a great finish so far to the first half. And Duke gets the rebound because Johnson missed the free throw. More for 3! More for 3! Just pour it in, man. Yes! Somehow I'm missing points because we have 41. I'll fix that in a second. Who did I miss points from? Oh, Johnson's points. There, done. Clemson's 3 is way off. Way off. Did it even hit the rim? I don't know, maybe. About to double them up here in a second. Yeah, this Wendell Moore stat, 4 points or fewer in 7 of 10 games. However, Moore has done more of late, which is a terrible sports announcer pun. But he's averaging 10 points per game, 5 rebounds per game, and shooting 41% over the last 6 games. When he started the season, averaging less than 4 points, which was that stat there, and shooting less than 22% from the field. So he's made an incredible improvement here in effectively the second half of the season so far. Is Moore trying to go again, and that shot is rejected. But Clemson's the last one to touch, and it's going to be a shot clock violation. And so turnover for Duke. That's okay. We're ending this half really well anyway. Duke in a commanding position here. 41-22, 48 seconds left in the first. Honor for 3, and that shot doesn't go either. Rebound to Goldwire. Duke should hold for the final possession as Goldwire almost loses it and slides across the floor. But we are going to get a timeout here by Coach K. Use it or lose it timeout of the first half. Can't take it with you. Might as well use it here. Draw up a play. Yeah, they're talking about here the ESPN graphic here, the Clemson at Duke, the dominant Duke record in Cameron, 63-4, 63 wins, only 4 losses. However, it seems just impossible for us to win. Winning at Clemson is always difficult. So Coach K, there you got a quick look at the board of what he's drawing up. Looks like he wants 4 shooters spaced across the floor, and then 1 cutter in the paint to dive to the basket in the paint. Let's see if this is some sort of high screen and roll action that they've got going. We'll see which personnel they actually sent out. And they're probably going to end up holding this for the final shot. So it's Hurt, Baker, Johnson, Moore, and Goldwire. Okay, so your shooters around the outside. You're going to have Johnson as being the one that's going to dive here. Because you're going to get Moore, Goldwire, Hurt, and Baker is going to be your ones around the outside. 16 seconds. It's 8 seconds on the shot clock. And actually, Goldwire is just going to take the three. That shot is off. That is not what they drew up. However, Wendell Moore gets the rebound and now gets blocked. Johnson still fighting for it. Johnson trying to get it off Clemson. Yes, that is out of bounds on Clemson. Duke's going to have 2.6 seconds to get a final shot here of the first half. Good effort there by Duke. Good effort to keep the possession alive. Inbounding is Goldwire. Should they try to get Mark Williams? Yeah, okay, here comes Williams. I was going to say, this should be an alley-oop play to Williams with Goldwire down here. Williams just cut to the bucket. Goldwire just feed it to him. There's the cut to the bucket. No, they didn't get it. All right, Wendell Moore for three from the outside. That shot's way off. And that is the end of the first half. 41-22. A bit of a poor execution there at the end by the Blue Devils. But still manages to work. Field goals made. Clemson with 8 made buckets and 8 turnovers. That story of the game so far. Duke with only 5 turnovers. Trying to keep that average down low as we've reached the halftime. Thanks everybody again for joining us here on this Saturday, the 30th of January. If you need the stream itself, jump onto the Discord. We've got it going for you there. And we are at half. So a very, very nice looking half of basketball for Duke. Here's some of the highlights from around the NCAA. It's Alabama and Oklahoma in this SEC Big 12 Challenge. And remember, they play this kind of mid-year, mid-season, really. Unlike the ACC Big 10, which is always at the start before you enter conference play. This is like a game that they play out of conference play. Oklahoma at home, seemingly getting the better of Alabama at the moment. Alabama with a top 10 team, ranked number 9 in the nation. And yeah, so far Oklahoma here 32-29, leading at home. All right, let's take a look here at our stats, at our halftime stats. Make sure we got everything. Oh, nope. All right, we talked about the Clemson foul trouble. Foul trouble for Amir Sims, the leading scorer for Clemson. He's currently got 3. Foul trouble for PJ Hall for Clemson, also with 3. Bears got 2, and then Honor has a single 1. So there's your 9 team fouls for Clemson. We're going to clear those off there. And it is the change our scoreboard there to the second half. Clemson, again, their strength is their depth and the number of players that can score for them. However, and their bench, they've been getting 20 plus points off their bench in the last few games. It's just not happening today so far, which is good news for Duke. Amir Sims with 8 points. No other Clemson Tiger has more than 3. And Amir Sims is the only Clemson Tiger who has made more than one shot, actually, at all. Which is great for us. It can just stay that way. Cool. I'm good with it. I have no issues with that. No issues. Duke, on the other hand, playing a sensational half of basketball, I must say. Outside of the Coppin State first game, this is probably the best half of basketball we have seen Duke play this year. There's not enough praise to go around here. This is an all around sensational, just a fantastic half of Duke ball. Let's make sure that the points line up though, because I feel like, wait, no, my stats are updated. These stats are not updated. All right. There's the points. Okay. There we go. Wendell Moore has got 6. Jalen Johnson's got 5. DJ's got 5. Now, DJ spent most of the first half on the bench. He got 2 fouls like within the first 2 minutes. So okay, he's been sensational in the previous few games, but fine, he's got 5. Roach stepped in nicely, came in off the bench, played that point guard position, got some 3-pointers of his own. He's 1 of 3. And he's hit a nice floater. He's got some free throws. 7 points for Roach so far in the afternoon. Baker has a 3. There's been a Joey Baker sighting today, which is always good news. Goldwire, no points but 3 assists coming off that 7-assist game against Georgia Tech earlier in the week. And Mark Williams coming off a 6-point game against Georgia Tech, seeing more and more minutes so far over these last 2 games, trying to work his way into the rotation case. I think finally sort of figuring out how he wants to use him. Gives Duke another versatile option down low. So nice to have a 7-foot big man, something we haven't had in a long time. 7 points for Williams so far, and our leading scorer for the afternoon is Matthew Hurt with 8 points. Go figure. There should be no surprise there because Matthew's just been doing it in and out all season. Game in, game out. Free throw line, 4 for 4 from Matthew Hurt. Duke better from the free throw line this afternoon. Roach, 2 of 2. Mark Williams missed his 2 free throws early, but got an and 1 out of it. And so far the shooting, unfortunately, Wendell Moore, 2 of 9. He's still got to improve that shooting. The other shooting percentage is much better for the Blue Devils, shooting 50% or higher, more with the 22 shooting percentage, bringing down the average here. However, 2 steals for Moore, 2 steals for Johnson. Duke active. Duke active in the passing lanes. Duke with the active hands. The turnovers have been the story so far in the game. Let's check out the team stats here because that's going to tell us what the heck's going on. Because basically, Clemson started the game with like 2 of 11 from shooting. They're now 8 of 27, which is better, but they're still shooting under 30%. So good. It's a combination of good Duke defense and actually just some of these Clemson turnovers have been completely just sort of brain dead turnovers. Clemson with 8 turnovers, Duke turning them into 14 points. Usually I like to do, you have like a 2-to-1 ratio. Or 1.5 actually, right? Because if you scored 2 points off of every turnover, you would be incredibly efficient. That basically means that like every single time your opponent turned the ball over, you were scoring. So, but I'm like if you do at least 1.5, so you score on half of each of those turnovers, that's my metric to know that you're doing really well. So far, the 8 Clemson turnovers have been turned into 14 points, which is more than that 1.5 ratio. So Duke capitalizing and making Clemson pay for its mistakes, which is beautiful to see. That's that killer instinct that's been missing from our Blue Devils for a long time. And Duke so far shooting 45% from the floor, 5 of 15 from 3. 33%. That looked a little worse early on in the game when both teams were like 1 of 9 or something like that. 22 rebounds for Duke, so Duke also managing to out-rebound Clemson, and we're just winning in every single phase of the game here across the stats. It's not a single stat really in favor of Clemson at all. Even the bench points, right, which we highlighted as the strength of Clemson, only 7 bench points for the Tigers to 17 for the Blue Devils. So we are getting it done everywhere. 14 points in the paint, 4 steals, and Clemson with the 10 personal fouls. All right. I think that sums it up pretty well, actually. This is going to be a fun highlight reel to make. Duke finally, it looks like we're finally picking up a little bit of momentum. Like we finally figured out how to, did we finally figure out how to play basketball? Could it be? Could it be? Oh yeah, this was the poster. That is a Fantastic dunk. Just energizing dunk by Jalen Johnson there. Again, we're coming off that win against Georgia Tech, with DJ Stewart had 19 points. He was 3 of 6 from 3-point land. JJ with 18, Hurt with 17, Goldwire with 11, and then the 7 assists. So just really, overall, really balanced scoring for Duke. We're always asking, like, who's that third option? Um, and so far, because like JJ and Hurt are sort of known quantities, and then it's going to be some combination of Roach or Stewart. Um, and it seems like DJ's so far the one. I mean, he's good enough to be that scoring option. He's come up with some sensational plays throughout this year, so just got to stay out of foul trouble. Was it Hurt didn't foul out of last game? He fouled out of the game before that, and then Johnson fouled out of one of the other games too. But yeah, it also would be nice if we had Wendell and Mark Williams who are a bit more consistent. But Williams seems to have found something. So, oh yeah, and then Duke at the free throw line. So that was the stat that we were looking at earlier, because uh, over the course of the entire season, we've been outshot at the free throw line here 43 times. And it's crazy because usually Duke is a team that makes more free throws than their opponent even attempts. So think about that for a second. You make more. You don't even just attempt more free throws. You make more than the other team even has a chance to make. And we're at a deficit here for the season, where teams have taken 43 more free throws than us so far, and we've been outscored by 32 points at the free throw line. And this was so. And the two big offenders there were the loss to Pitt, outscored by 13, 24-11, and then the 5-point loss at Louisville, where we outscored 18-7. So like these games have been close. Our opponents have been winning them essentially at the free throw line, and Duke just needs to learn how to play defense without fouling. Has been the problem. And it seems like we kind of righted the ship there with Georgia Tech, and we're doing pretty good with it today too. So quickly double check that. Yeah, the free throw percentage amongst both teams looks good. Clemson is 3 of 4, however, Duke 8 of 11. So again, Duke has made 8, Clemson's only attempted 4. So doing well in that statistical category so far this afternoon. Oh, Baskin in the chat. Ritz, who's our best player? I haven't watched a single game. Will, how do you do this to me, dude? All right. Matthew Hurt's our leading scorer. He's one of the top scorers in the ACC. He's averaging 19 plus points a game. And 6 rebounds a game too is his average? Hold on. He's third in the ACC in rebounding, basically. But his 19.2 scoring average is double from last year. So Hurt has been consistent. I don't think Hurt's had a bad game all season. Like, I can't think of one where it's just been like, where he just like hasn't scored or hasn't shown up. Like, he's just been rock solid. Then Jalen Johnson would be number 2. Is option number 2. In some cases, in reality, he's option number 1. But he's essentially our draft prospect, right? Like, if there's anyone from this team that's the one and done, it's Jalen Johnson. Period. All right, he had the sensational opening night game, 19 points, 19 rebounds against Coppin State. He had a bit of a foot injury. Now he's back. It's taken him a bit to build back into the game. Anyway, Jalen Johnson, 13 points per game here, shooting 57% from the field since returning from the foot injury. I want to say that was like 4 games ago now that he's kind of had that under his belt. And then we were talking about who's the third option here, right? Like, is it Wendell? Is it DJ Stewart? It seems to be DJ is going to be the third option. And DJ Stewart's probably the other NBA draft prospect. Little less sure about that one for right now, but that's kind of the list there. That's kind of how we go down the list. So getting ready to start the second half here shortly. Remember, if you need the actual game itself, if you want to watch the game itself, jump over to the Discord. We got it there for you, and then come back here for the conversation and the and rooting for the team. The best half of basketball Duke has played this season, as we now have a 19-point lead. Now, granted, we had a double-figure lead against Georgia Tech on Tuesday too, going into halftime, and that game almost ended in a disaster. So, while yes, we should be extremely happy for what we've done so far, let's make sure we have a good first 4 minutes coming out of the half here. Again, one of the big stories is the bench scoring for Duke, especially as DJ Stewart had to sit with the 2 fouls. Jeremy Roach came in. He's got 7 points off the bench for Duke, and Mark Williams also has 7 points off the bench for Duke, our 7-foot center, who has been sensational these last 2 games, and this has been a lot of growth from Williams, and it's been great to watch because he's really, really changes the dynamic of this team and what it can do, and it's ultimately the team's ceiling, right? So Duke here, this is a bit of a highlight reel. Duke in transition, Duke in dunking, and Duke's going to start with the ball here in the second half. Moore going to give it to Goldwire. The second half starters, same as the first half starters. Goldwire, Moore, Hurt, Stewart, and Johnson. As Hurt going to play a little bit of isolation, there comes the double team. And from the outside, DJ Stewart is going to hit from 3, picking up right where he left off. It's a beautiful look by Hurt, who commanded the double team, kicked it outside to a wide open Stewart, and Stewart just nails the three ball. Consistent 3-point shooting from the outside from Stewart so far. You love to see it. As JJ is Amir Sims here on the outside, and this is going to be Dawes. Dawes trying to work on JJ. He's got to pull it back outside from the top, and great active hands by Stewart causes a deflection here. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Clemson has to inbound it in the backcourt. Jalen Johnson, there's Jack back. Jalen Johnson is looking good. I mean, he looked really good at the start of the season, and then of course, the iconic Duke foot injury. And now another great active hands. Again, that was Johnson, and Duke can't quite come up with the steal, but Clemson is going to bomb the 3 and completely miss. So Newman there for 3, just not happening. Duke with the double right now, 44-22. As Wendell going to get this to Stewart, who's trying to get it to Matthew Hurt again. That's a triple team. Extra pass to Johnson. And again, DJ Stewart from the same position. And that's not the same result that we wanted. That was a bad shot. So the 3 doesn't go there. The 3 from Clemson doesn't go either. The one-handed rebound by Moore. A good, strong box out there on Sims. Stewart is going to try another 3. No, he's going to try to go with the alley-oop, but Johnson is fouled from behind. Nick Honor there with the foul. That's his first one of the half for Clemson. As that is a massive mismatch. Jalen Johnson's got like a foot on Honor. Nick Honor there, number 4 for Clemson. Just looked awkward. The alley-oop was the right idea. It just didn't quite land. Matthew Hurt is going to take 1 foot outside of the 3-point line and drill 3. Hurt for 3 again. The barrage from long range, and now we have a more than double situation. So if you're so inclined in chat and you want to start cheering the more than double, go for it there. Because we have now, that's what we would be doing if we were in Cameron. 2 3-pointers to start this this second half here. 19 something. That's It's a DJ 3 and a Matthew Hurt 3. So we are starting the second half as well as we ended the first. And Duke on an absolute roll as we have forced Brad Brunell from Clemson into a timeout early. Actually, this one turned into a bit of a longer timeout. I think Brad Brunell went for the full minute here. And it really isn't Clemson hasn't turned it over so far here in the second, but we're just hitting shots. We're hitting shots today. Maybe it's the early games. Maybe we're just like playing at noon. Well, unfortunately, the more timeouts that Brad Brunell takes, the more commercials we get, which is never fun. Wow, they really went the full distance here. Duke with one double-figure score so far. That's Hurt, who got into double figures off his 3-point shot that he just hit here. They're just showing this replay of Brad Brunell ripping into his team here. Clemson, who has just not shown up at all. Not that I mind, because they're about to go under 500 in the ACC. Certainly, this game getting out of hand here. We are running them out of the gym. It's too bad there aren't any crazies in Cameron, because this would be a fabulous game. I mean, this place would just be lit right now. Sims working on Jalen Johnson, and Sims going to go up, and he's going to miss that shot. Rebound's just going to fall into the hands of Goldwire here, and up and down the court we go, and DJ Stewart in transition cannot be denied. I mean, every play is a highlight reel out of this one. This is insane. I mean, it's like we're just racking up. Oh no, that's an offensive foul. That's an offensive foul. Are you kidding? Either that or it was a massive flop. What? And of course, we probably won't get a replay on that. It looked like he threw the shoulder, like he threw the forearm, threw out the forearm, and Wendell Moore lands on the floor. It's not like Moore is like a small dude. Johnson working down low, give it right back outside to Wendell. Wendell for three. That shot is beautiful. Wendell with a wide open three-pointer. Duke with 50. Actually, Duke with 52. Whose points did I not count? Probably DJ Stewart, who's got 10. There we go. So another Duke double-figure score so far. Clemson trying to drive into the paint. Sims puts it up, and that's going to go. He's got a rebound and a putback. Duke still more than double here on the Tigers. You get it outside. That's a beautiful pass out to Stewart. Great pass outside again. Yes, penetrating kick. More. He's got 8 seconds on the shot clock. Wendell going to try to take this himself high off the glass. Beautiful play by Wendell. Duke extending the lead here. Duke 5 of 6 from the floor here in the second half. Clemson only 1 of 6, and the lead is just ballooned. Clemson trying to go again, and they finally get one. Dawes from 3. Finally got one. In transition here, Duke's just playing fast. TJ Stewart says slow down. I guess at this point we could just like try to burn possessions. Like, why not? Just burn as much time off the clock as you can. Kind of initiate the offense with about 10 seconds on the shot clock. That's kind of what they do here. DJ Stewart back out to goal wire. The goal wire commands a triple team from Clemson, and the Clemson defense is just scrambling every which way, and DJ Stewart's going to get called for a third foul. That was obvious. It's a good hustle play, though. I actually don't really mind it now that we're up so high, like by so much. Stewart's got his 10 points. We're up big. May as well just go for it. We've hit the under 16 timeout here. And we have another bit of a commercial break. Welcome in all the viewers. Thanks for joining us here on this lovely Saturday afternoon. Lovely because our Blue Devils are just absolutely handing it to Clemson. Again, if you need to actually watch the game itself, we have it on the Discord. Jump in to Discord and you can take a look. And then come back for the chat and the cheer and to cheer along here. So Wendell now in double figures. So he's got 11. DJ Stewart with 10 and Matthew Hurt with 11 as well. So puts us with 3 Blue Devils. 3 Blue Devils here into double figures. We have so far, we have not seen Henry Coleman this game. Brakefield has played, but not scored. So he's been the scoreboard there shows a 0, but he has had minutes, and we have not seen anything from Tapé this game either. Jordan Goldwire currently sitting with 0 points. You just say, is he having a bad game? The answer is no, not really. He's got 3 assists so far, 4 rebounds. He just hasn't made any shots. So he's actually playing fine. And the other piece of this is he has 0 turnovers, and he's been the main ball handler in the game so far. So 3 assists, 0 turnovers, 19 minutes, playing well. Got no issues here. Let me just take a quick refresh to see if they actually updated that. Actually, he's got 4 assists. My bad. He's got 4 assists, not 3. I took a long time, yeah, because I wasn't actually. Well, I was watching the stats and not the actual. I wasn't watching the chat there for a sec. What I really need is a third monitor, because like right now I have like the stats and they're on top of the stream thing. Or yeah, is Matthew Hurt the new Ryan Kelly? Yeah, it could be. Yeah, why not? The new White Raven. Caw. Definitely could be. He's got the body type for it, that's for sure. Definitely fits the mold. Clemson continuing to struggle from the field here. Shooting less than 30% from the floor. Actually, I like Jack's assessment better. The new Kyle Singler. Because, yeah, that's probably a better. I think Kyle Singler was a bit of a better player than Ryan. Duke career-wise here. All right, back out of the timeout. Goal wire there, Mrs. Johnson. Tried to get on a little roll, and what just happened? Oh, it looked like we threw it. It looked like we threw it out of bounds, but actually DJ Stewart drew a foul right in front of the Duke bench. Baseline inbounding here. Goal wire to Hurt. Clemson in a 2-3 zone at the moment. Let's see if we can actually sort of man, but no, that's a beautiful pick and that's just a beautiful roll there by Jalen Johnson. Completely beats the Clemson defense. That was too easy. But actually, it's probably a play we would not have made earlier on in the season. That kind of there goes to show you the growth of the team because they make that play look easy, but that play was not easy earlier this season when the communication just wasn't really there between our Blue Devils. That's Chase Hunter for Clemson, who's got 2. 56-31. I'm missing points for somebody. We'll fix that at the break here. Hurt slings it across to Stewart. Stewart playing one-on-one here. Clemson's still in a bit of a zone. And it's going to be one-on-one JJ here. He's in the paint. Tries to fake it right. Spins back left and gets fouled. And he will go to the free throw line. So whose points am I missing? Oh man, it is early still. It's like coffee and basketball time over here on the West Coast. Johnson hits the first free throw. Trap with 2, Bear with 2, Dawes with 6. It's got to be Sims. Yeah, Sims has 12. Johnson's made them both at the free throw line. Nice. Johnson with 10 points so far, so we have almost a 4th Blue Devil in double digits. He will definitely get there, but he's going to take a bit of a breather right now as he goes to the bench. And Jeremy Roach in. So Roach, Williams, Goldwire, Hurt, and Stewart so far for the Blue Devils. This gives Duke a little bit more size down low. You got both Hurt and Williams as options here. Clemson can't connect. And that's going to be a Duke foul on the attempted rebound, which is like an over the back that wasn't called on the other side against Sims anyway. So like that was it's kind of a BS call. Olivier Prosper at the line for Clemson, shooting 2. And a complete miss. Hit the left side of the rim. Like, not a chance. That was a terrible free throw. Maybe he should try more of the muscle tape there. And he misses the second one. That one goes off the back iron. Rebound to Hurt. And quickly off to goal wire as Duke is back in control. It looks like we're pretty much still running just like regular offense. Although we are trying to burn some clock off each possession. Hurt with a turnaround jump shot. Oh my goodness. That is, wow. That is an NBA move as Clemson just feeds it right back to Roach. What a turnaround jump shot. It's like oh my God. Matthew Hurt, silky smooth with a baseline jumper. He's been hitting them all season too. I guess we shouldn't be surprised at this point. Stewart to Roach. The Clemson defense just absolutely scrambling. Doesn't know what to do. Is Roach from the outside. Drills 3! Let's go, Duke. Like, where is this team been? Finally, they figured out. I feel like I'm watching a real Duke team. I feel like I'm finally watching a real Duke team on the court today. Good defense. There's the Clemson three-pointer. Chase Hunter for 3. It doesn't, they're gonna need a little bit more. They're gonna need another 29. And they're gonna need to stop Duke somehow. Roach goes baseline, gets it out. Williams gathers himself, brings it down. Williams still with the ball. Clemson bounces off of Clemson. Duke's going to have an opportunity to inbound here. Actually, we're going to have to wait until the under 12 media timeout here because it's 11:57 on the clock. Duke still looking strong, managing to maintain the momentum so far throughout the game, which was the next stepping stone. Because remember, we went into the Georgia Tech halftime game up, and that game was tied with in the last 4 minutes, and we just had to squeak that one out. But here we are just laying the hurt on the Tigers. And Clemson has been primed to blowouts. We talked about this earlier. They got blown out. What was it? They got blown out at Florida State. Yeah, they got blown out at home to Virginia by 35 points. They lost to UVA. Then they lost at Georgia Tech by 18. And then they lost at Florida State by 19. So they have been, and they are currently now losing by 29. So not quite as bad as Virginia, but we're getting there. And the Louisville game they only won it 54-50. I don't know, at the pace that they're going, they might not even hit 50 today. Well, they have to play us, then they host Carolina. Carolina has actually been on a bit of a win streak of late. Addison Book, good evening. Good evening. Oh man, if it's evening for you, it might be a different time zone here. Still afternoon for the folks on the East Coast. Still morning if you're on the West Coast like me. I did manage to have a bit of breakfast, but that's about it there at 8 a.m. Welcome in all the viewers across the. Well, actually, we're just on the YouTube side of things today. Remember, if you do need the game itself, jump over to the Discord channel and jump into the stream there. Happy to have everybody here cheering on our Blue Devils as they are playing a sensational game here this afternoon. 63-34 so far the score. Duke fan. Clemson is already on the bus right now. Yeah. We're gonna come out of the timeout, and we're just gonna be like, and the game's over. The Clemson decided to leave. What Duke team is this? Duke fan for life. That's exactly what I'm saying. This has been the best game on both ends of the floor that Duke has put together so far this year against a team that is projected to be in the tournament field. Actually going to be our best win of the season so far, as far as the actual, just purely by the numbers, would be our best win. Of course, we haven't had that many opportunities to get big wins. The ACC has been a little down, but we will have a game against Carolina next week. Actually, we got the game against Miami on Monday. We'll be back here streaming that one, cheering on the team. And then we have the game at Carolina next Saturday. That's a 6 o'clock Eastern tip as we're back at it here. 11:56 to go, and goal wire off the beautiful screen. Just a very, very simple give and go action there. With Williams, Goldwire has his first points of the afternoon. So we now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 Blue Devils that have scored so far this year. So what do you mean this year? So far this game. And that's a rebound here to Baker. The biggest underrated college basketball team is Alabama. Yes, so Alabama currently in a battle against Oklahoma. Oklahoma was up by 3 at the half there. 32-29 was the score from Norman. And this is Joey Baker going to go from the corner. Can't hit it, but Williams with the offensive rebound. Oh, what a beautiful give from Johnson. The little hockey assist. Goal wire Johnson to Williams. Yes, here we go. I got to say, Mark Williams has completely his presence in the paint. And there's a block. And here we're going the other way with it. Go, Johnson! Beautiful give. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. That's a foul. Williams is going to get to the free throw line for his efforts here. I love it. I love it. I love it. Another forced turnover from Duke. Clemson has just come undone. Williams has completely changed the complexion of this lineup. When he is in the game, the rebounding it's significantly better. Like, we can save offensive possessions and get second chance opportunities like we couldn't earlier in the season. And a lot of things just get easier for Duke when you have the presence down low. It takes the pressure off the shooters who are now actually starting to make shots. As Williams hits from the free throw line here, that's his 10th point of the afternoon. Make it a 5th Blue Devil now in double figures. Williams at the free throw line for another shot. And yes, he will make that free throw as well. So the first two back-to-back missed free throws, just a bit of a fluke there. 69 points for the Blue Devils so far this afternoon. As Clemson going to dive in there, and they're going to get that. That was too easy by Olivier Prosper. But at this point, I suppose you might give them just a little bit of that. But yes, Alabama in a bit of a battle. I don't actually know the score of that one just yet. It hasn't come across. But yes, they do have a good team this year. They're out of the ACC, SEC. Of course, Kentucky is just in the gutter, just in the gutter, which is totally okay by me as well, because I don't care much for John Calipari. So yeah, Goldwire gonna get it to Williams. It's just too easy there to get it to Williams. Williams, that should have been a foul. Should have been a foul against Sims. That would have been his 4th, and great active hands by Johnson to stop the fast break. Williams still trying to get back in transition, and Clemson's going to miss. Clemson's going to miss the shot, the three-pointer, and Williams is just going to make it in time to get the rebound. Batting the stat sheet. I'm going to be on double-double watch here at the next timeout because I think some of our Blue Devils are getting close. Roach, Williams there with the pick. Johnson picks up his dribble, and now Goldwire's got 10 seconds to make something happen. Goldwire trying to get it down to Johnson. Great post position by Johnson, really easy, and neck ball. Yeah, we got it. It was stuck there on the rim, between the rim and the backboard. And as soon as that happens, it's a jump ball. So they didn't give us the opportunity to tip that in there. Looks like I think we're going with a wholesale line change here. So Nolan Arenado was just traded to the Cardinal. Oh, well, there you go. There's your MLB. There's your MLB stats for the morning. Or news, rather. And the 2-point shot there, Chase Hunter. Clemson up an extra 2 points. On the floor for the Blue Devils, it's Moore, Stewart, Johnson, Hurt, and Baker. So Hurt, actually, who's been playing basically the entire game, like basically 38 out of the 40 minutes of games. He's averaging like crazy. Like, it just doesn't come out of games. He's actually going to turn the ball over there. But anyway, Hurt hasn't like come out of a single game. He's finally got some rest, which is nice to see with Duke up 31. Start a Patreon, we'll buy you a monitor. No, the thing is, I would need two things. I need a bigger desk because it wouldn't fit, and then I would need a monitor. And I've just been super lazy about it. Even with the whole work from home thing, I could probably expense the desk. I've just been lazy about getting that third monitor. And I suppose I could also just use the laptop here on the side. And Wendell's trying to get it to Johnson. Over to Hurt. And Baker's going to shoot 3. Joey! Nope. Joey can't seem to hit that one. He's only shooting about 25%. And that was a great closeout by Stewart. Forced Dawes to bring it back down and almost force a Clemson turnover, but they're going to call Wendell for a foul here. Bit of a holding foul. I didn't see much there. That was kind of a ticky-tack one. Brakefield into the game. He's going to get some minutes this afternoon. And I would love to see Coleman get some minutes too. I haven't heard that he's injured or anything. But so far, Tapé and Coleman haven't seen any game action. Let's see if we can get some Jamin some points. Jamin, Stewart, Hurt, Baker, Moore on the floor for the Blue Devils. That air ball by Clemson. that is considered out of bounds, actually. And here is the 8 minutes. And will we go to media timeout or not? Maybe. Yes, we will. Clemson getting a run out of the gym here in Cameron, down by 31 points as we've hit the 8 media timeout. The 8-minute media timeout. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us here this afternoon. Blue Devils got off to a hot start and never looked back. Remember, if you need the game, always just jump in on the Discord side of things. Make sure to drop a sub here on the YouTube. If you're a Duke fan, and we do this for most of the Duke games. Sometimes the games during the week are a little difficult with the time difference, but we'll be back on Monday doing the Miami game. That game in Coral Gables, which has sometimes been a bit of a trap for our Blue Devils, but I don't foresee us really having that much of an issue with the Hurricanes this season. We did go down to watch Duke play that game live last year. I was in Miami over the holidays before the whole COVID nonsense, of course, and that was a fun watch there. But then we have the game on Monday against Miami, and then we have the UNC game next Saturday. I expect that one is always a fun one to do here. I expect my brother will be co-streaming or co-casting that one with me. So that should be fun. Let's let us check on some of the scores from around the league, actually, from around the NCAA, because there's a couple big profile games happening. Okay, Chad had pointed out that the number 9 ranked Alabama currently in a battle against Oklahoma, down by 9 points, 55 for Oklahoma, 46 for Alabama. That game is in Norman as part of the SEC Big 12 Challenge. And what else have we got? Those are the two big games happening. So that game and our game kind of happening right now. Auburn and Baylor. Baylor at 15-0, a seasoned veteran team. Auburn going to Waco for that game. Auburn sitting at 10-7 at the moment. And actually would be an interesting. I don't know if I'd put money on it. I'd be curious. What is the line on this game? What is the line on this Baylor? Oh wow, Baylor by 14. Whew. I don't know. Maybe I would put some money on Auburn here. Auburn's got like this, just like this a knack for making things difficult for teams. Bruce Pearl, his team's just I don't know. Maybe I got a feeling about this one, Chad. I got a feeling about this one. I'll be watching. Once we get done with this game, I'll be watching this Auburn Baylor one. And who knows? Maybe Auburn gets run off the floor, but run off the floor, kind of like what's happening with Clemson here this afternoon. As actually we have a Duke turnover. Oh boy, J.J. Stewart a little loose on the pass there. 5 Blue Devils in double figures, led by Matthew Hurt with 13. Mark Williams actually has 11, and Wendell has 11. This would be a career high for Williams, and I didn't even need anybody to feed me that stat into my ear. We just know it. He's been playing extremely well. And DJ Stewart and Jeremy Roach both with 10. As Baker gets down low to Hurt, who brings in the double team, and Baker! That's it! Finally! Nice shot. Baker connects for 3. Off the give, Matthew Hurt the assist. 2 of 4 3-point shooting for Baker on the afternoon. Good to see him getting some points there on the score sheet. Sims hands this one over, and a nice assist from Sims to Olivier Prosper, who gets 2 more for 6 overall. 32 points now is the margin. Duke here, 19.6 chance to make the NCAA tournament. Wow, so we're still that far down even after winning the Tech game? That was a terrible feed by Wendell, by the way. It turns into a Duke turnover here in Clemson. is not going to capitalize because they can't hit that 3-point shot. They are going to get the rebound, however. That was Nick Honor with the missed three. Sims gives it back to Trapp. To Sims, good help defense by Moore. That should be, they're going to call it a block. They're going to say he's in the restricted circle. I don't agree with that. Maybe we'll finally get a replay. What? Nope, no replay there either. So ESPN being extremely stingy with the replays. I guess if you're on ESPN2, you just don't get the camera work. Such a shame. Virginia Tech, the other big game in the ACC this Saturday, as Sims hits a free throw. That's number 8, Virginia going to Blacksburg, which is traditionally very difficult place to play, as Duke fans would know, because we just can't seem to win there. It's like House of Tears for us. So that might be an interesting one. If you're feeling in the mood for upsets, I suppose. We had the Auburn Baylor one, but maybe that's another upset. Give that to Virginia Tech. Moore diving into the paint here. Gets it outside a goal wire. Finds Johnson. Great passing on the outside. Here it's going to turn into a shot for Duke. Jamin Brakefield fighting for the rebound. Jamin Brakefield with the beautiful effort and hustle play there. Passes. Hits the ball, bounces the ball off of a Clemson defender to save a possession for Duke. That is some serious hustle play. Brakefield, who has seen his minutes decline since Johnson has come back into the lineup from the foot injury. Johnson, now Clemson in a 2-3 zone. Johnson sitting at the ACC logo. That's right where he should be. He's actually going to try to screen the zone right now. Now he's going to go back to the logo. There's the pass inside. Yep, and here's the pass outside to Wendell, who tries to, that's the right shot, he just misses the three. That's a good zone, that's a good execution of offense against the zone. Duke just can't hit the shot, it happens. Sims down low, Brakefield gets beat, and 2 points for Alex Hemingway. Good offense with bad defense. I suppose when you're up 28, it's okay. Let's try this again. Clemson in the 2-3 zone again. Let's see who's going to flash to the middle of that zone. Is it going to be Johnson again? No, it's going to be Roach this time. Roach right there at the free throw line. Who gets it outside? Now it's going to be Goldwire who weaves in. Goldwire now has it there. Goldwire is going to take this shot from the free throw line. Beautiful shot by Goldwire. 4 points for Goldwire. Killing the zone there with that mid-range free throw jump shot. It's exactly where you want it. 4 points, 6 rebounds, and 5 assists, and most importantly, 0 turnovers for Goldwire, who has been playing extremely well for Duke. And they're going to call an and one against what? I thought that was good D. He was straight up. Sims is going to go to the free throw line. He's got 16 points. Going to try to make it 17. Yo, he was straight up. Brakefield was straight up, and they still called him for a blocking foul. I don't understand that at all. Sims hits the free throw. 4 minutes, 50 seconds left. Duke in commanding control. We definitely will hit the 80-point mark, which seems like when it's a blowout, the teams score 80 points against Clemson. Roach dives into the paint, gets it back out, and here's DJ Stewart from the left wing for 3. That shot is just a little long. Rebound's going to go to Sims for Clemson. Actually, deflected. Close. And going to result in a turnover. Goldwire out to Stewart. Stewart is going to get fouled. That's intentional. That's intentional. That's intentional foul. Absolutely. Absolutely intentional foul. Hunter Tyson there. The personal and the intentional foul. It's going to be 2 shots. So, it's not 4. You don't take a shooting foul and then an intentional foul. It's just 2 points and it's 2 shots and the ball. Clemson getting a little frustrated now, maybe. Either that or the refs are going to end up looking at this. I don't know what they would be looking at, but we've hit a media timeout. So anyway, that's where we stand. 74-47. Blue Devils 4:16 to go. I'm pretty sure the outcome of this is decided at this point. So at least the Duke saw that the quote unquote experts were giving us only a less than 20% chance to make the tournament. F that, yo. We're going. We're going. Duke has shown up big time. Let us check to see if we have double watch here for folks, because the way that we've been playing, we might. There's definitely people qualifying in the points category here. All right. So rebounds. Jalen Johnson's got 7 rebounds to go with his 9 points. It's probably actually the closest one. Goldwire has 6 rebounds, but only 4 points. So actually, no, there is really no double watch so far today, unfortunately. Goldwire with 5 assists, 0 turnovers. 5 assists, 0 turnovers. Sensational. Johnson has 5 assists as well. 1 turnover, that's okay. So he's got 9, 7, and 5 for his stat line. Yeah, nobody's actually close to the double watch, unfortunately. Thanks everybody for jumping in here. Again, if you're just joining us, jump into the Discord. If you need the game itself, jump right on in, and then come back into chat, and we can continue the conversation here with all our fellow Duke fans. Remember, we will be back on. This is the programming note. We'll be back on Monday afternoon to do the Miami game. I think, actually, I can. Whoops. Let me check the calendar. Yep. Yep. Calendar looks good, chat. Calendar looks good for Monday. And then we'll do that game Monday, and then on Saturday we'll do Duke UNC. First one, Duke UNC. So the Duke season bests entering the game. The thing is, those season bests all occurred like against the teams that just like don't really matter. So yeah. DJ Stewart at the line, and he will shoot 2. Remember, this is off an intentional foul, and DJ Stewart has 11 so far, going for his 12th point here. And Stewart going to come up short. They didn't give us possession. Either that or they took away the intentional. Interesting stat here. Duke 6-0 when scoring 75 or more points, and 0-5. So all our losses have come when we scored less than 75. You know, we have had some issues offensively, as Chase Hunter has 9 for Clemson after getting 2. Yes, the desk does stand. I am currently standing. That's the only way to do it, Will. That's the only way to, like, you can't just like. I actually game also standing. It's a new meta. Trust me, gamers out there. It's a new meta. It's way better. 6 seconds on the shot clock here, as DJ is going to have to hoist this 3. No, that's just a turnover. Defense there by Clemson, and they're going to get 2 more. Sims with 19 points, 51 so far for Clemson. In the end of the day, it's not going to matter, but that was poor offensive execution as Mark Williams gets ready to come in off the bench. Is that Williams? No, that's going to be Tapé and Coleman, I think. Here, going to come in with about 3 minutes left in the game. Hurt isolated on the right. Draws a double. DJ Stewart diving in. This is going to be a wide open shot here for Roach, and that shot's too long. Under 3 minutes now. Good defense here by Johnson. Got Honor stuck. Now on Sims. Straight up there. Sims trying to make space. Beautiful. Great D. Great D by Johnson in the rebound. Going the other way with it. DJ Stewart's going to go for 3, and he's going to miss. There's a stoppage in play. Wait, who blew the whistle? Why? Why is there a stoppage in play? Like, who blew the whistle here? What? Anyway. Goldwire going to go for 3. That shot's no good. Tape and Coleman in. So it's Tape, Coleman, Roach, Goldwire, and Baker into the game. I think the other starters are going to sit for the rest of the day. Clemson does, yeah, that's a foul. Clemson gets the rebound. Jeremy Roach with the foul. Duke with 6. So the next one's going to put Clemson in the bonus, unless this one was it. And it was not. So Clemson inbounds. Beautiful hands there by Jordan Goldwire. Goldwire going to go coast to coast. Don't miss the layup. Oh, he misses it. Jeremy Roach right there for the cleanup. I mean, I don't even, like. Good thing Roach pursued it, because that's like a classic Jordan Goldwire steal into missed layup play that I guess it's not a good thing to be known for. Missing layups in the open court after steals. But that might just be the icing on the cake there. Turnaround jump shot for Clemson is no good. Should have been a foul on 24 for basically giving Tape a hug. And that's going to be over and back, as Clemson's going to turn it over here yet again. Minute 20 to go. And Duke's just going to burn this thing down. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Joey Baker's going to shoot for 3. Can't get it to go. Oh, we have a Buckmeyer sighting. Buckmeyer! The walk-on just got 2. Yes! Are you kidding? We got to add him. We got to add him onto our sheet. Rebound to Tape. Duke's going to have to take one more shot either way. That's awesome. Buckmeyer there getting it. Everybody getting into the action, and Coleman with the follow. And he's got 2. Duke scoring in every which way here. Gia, let's go Duke. Let's go Duke. Absolutely. A sensational game here with 10 seconds to go. This game is absolutely over at this point. Duke is going to take this thing. It's probably going to end 79-51, 53, okay, 52. Clemson's at the free throw line. Let's go. Game against Miami on Monday. Game against UNC, the big one. That's the one we want. PJ Hall's got 2 at the free throw line. Next Saturday, 6 o'clock Eastern against Carolina. We'll have it right here. We'll be back on Monday, and then we'll be back on Saturday. Sensational game from the Blue Devils. This score is going to end 79-53. And I gave 2 points too many to somebody here on my score sheet. Anyway, doesn't matter. A fantastic game, start to finish for Duke. A 26-point victory over Clemson. All business here today for the Blue Devils, as we now move to 5-3 in the ACC, which, by the way, is a perfectly respectable record. I feel like we've been 5-3 in the ACC like before, right? You're going to lose games in the ACC. It's just going to happen. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to go make some highlights because there were plenty of them in that game, and then grab some lunch. But have a fantastic rest of your Saturday. We are off to a great start. If that doesn't put you in a good mood for the rest of your weekend, I don't know what will, but it certainly will for me. So fantastic start, fantastic finish for Duke. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on Monday against Miami right here on Real Live. Cheers and go Duke.